I'm going to be presenting the demo for WordPress that we covered in our class on Tuesday evening. Now at this time you should already have an account set up with WordPress, so we're going to skip the initial process of the demo. In this activity, you should also be able to refer to a cheat sheet which shows you how to sign up and launch your sites. It takes about 4 to 5 minutes process. And moving on, we are going to make sure that you are logged into WordPress.com account. And at that point, you should see the following screen. My mouse is going across the screen at that time. You're going to notice on the left, the top left is a My Sites button. This is going to be an important button as you travel through this website and navigate the screens. Moving down from that, you may have a switch site icon that takes you back to multiple sites that you perhaps have already created. Don't worry about the fact that you might have several sites created, or if you only have one site created, it's perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and click on the site that I was just working with, and from there you're going to see that that name of that site is below the switch site button, and there is a blue home icon. As we travel down this menu, you're going to see that there are different links for site pages and posts. We come down to design, and I have that open at this point, and you'll notice that there is customize and themes. There is also tools, manage, and WordPress admin. From this, I'm going to go take a look at the actual site that I just launched. I'm going to go up to the top right of my screen where there is a button that says Visit Site. I'm going to click one time on that button and it takes me to a view of my site. This site is not launched on the internet. I'm not going to launch this site for this classroom because I don't want to buy or pay for any kind of subscription service for my domain. To move back in the application, I recommend you go to the top left of the screen where you have the black button with the white W and you click on it. It's My Sites. When you click on that, your screen will move back to the last place you were at. I would recommend that you use the buttons within the application, and that would be the buttons that help you move around within the application, and refrain from using the navigation that is in your browser window. From there, I'm going to return back to the site so that I can point out a few features that are loaded on this site. You're going to notice the name of the site that I created. That name, of course, can be changed. All of this can be modified. So if you're asking yourself right now, can I change this? Can I change that? Can I change this? Yes. What we're going to do right now is just go through the demo so that you have a reference point as we proceed in class to making those changes on our website. This is the template that I chose, and it is a blog template. You're going to notice that there is a main toolbar, and at this point there is a home menu and a blog menu. If I click on the blog menu, my sample content on my blog page appears. If I want to travel back to home, I'm going to use the home button inside of the screen and click on home. That takes me to the back of where I came from. Now I want to go back to my sites in the upper left-hand corner to go back to the previous page. When I do that, I come back to the WordPress main menu. Take your eyeballs and travel down the main menu to the link at the bottom that says WordPress admin. This will take you to a whole other page. What that means is the page that you're looking at right now will still remain in this tab. When I click on WordPress admin, as I'm doing now, a brand new tab will appear that is the dashboard for the WordPress admin. You're going to notice that there are two tabs. I'm going to click on the tabs, which is perfectly fine, to travel between those screens. When I'm done investigating my tabs, I'd like everybody to be back on the dashboard tab for WordPress admin. Now WordPress admin is very similar to the WordPress menu bar that we just came from, it also adds more tools and more features. So this, although this dashboard is very similar to what users of WordPress will see, even if you host the site yourselves or pay a premium plan, it does offer some additional features such as being able to navigate users, plugins, more features that go specific to the theme itself. And so being at the WordPress admin is where you will rest and stay while you're working in the activities in this class. So how does this work? The left-hand column contains a menu, and these are the menu items that you will be using on a day-to-day basis. Posts. This is where you can view old posts and pages and create new ones. You're going to notice that there's a flyout menu that has all post, new post, add new, categories, and tags. Moving down from post, we have media. This is where all your media will be uploaded. That would include pictures and videos, and you would be adding them into the main library, or you could create a new library. At this point, I'm going to recommend you only use the main library so that you don't get confused about where you're at and where your files reside. Below that, we have a comments. This is where you can curate incoming comments, see what's going on, and respond. Appearance is one of the largest aspects that we'll be looking at in our course, and this is where we can change layouts of the themes. We can customize it, add widgets, change our menus, and the appearance is one of the things that you're going to be working with so that we can add pages and change our menus, change our menus. Moving down from there, we should have users, and this is where you can add a user, you can modify your profile, you can delete site contributors, add site contributors. There's a lot of power with users. Finally, we're going to take a look at the tools menu, and this is where you can modify the settings, such as the tools menu, where you can modify the site itself to import information, to export the site. And then when you go down to settings, this is one area that you'll probably be in quite a bit. And in the settings, this is where you can make changes with your discussions, your polls, sharing, email post changes. I mean, these features will all be used by you on this menu bar as you move through extending your knowledge on WordPress.